up, Tyler? Nuke the Props is back, people. It's Holden. It's Tyler. We got a lot to discuss here. Week 1 of the NFL. As we record this earlier in the week, we got Thursday night football with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Friday night football, the Chargers and the Chiefs. Sunday, the big slate as well. My man Tyler is here with us. What's going on, Tyler? Good to be doing the show with you again, my friend.
Yeah, glad to finally get into some actual regular season stuff. I mean, we were doing the video shorts throughout the summer, getting our little takes out, but now we get to see if those takes were right and we get to stand on them because now we have some games this week. So it's going to be fun. We get Thursday, we get Friday, and then we get a full load on Sunday. So it's going to be a fun week.
Hey, listen, our picks last year were not tracked. Now, all of our main cappers track their picks. So when you come to Nuke the House, you know exactly what's going on. Keg was up over 128 units in the NFL. Matt's up over 30 units in Major League Baseball. Tyler and I are going to post, or we're going to track our plays this year. Anything on YouTube Shorts or this show, we are tracking. So I feel like we did well last year, but as I talk to Keg, it's always like, you could think you did well, but you better track it to know you did well. So everything we're playing here, we will be tracking this year. Before we get into a couple other things, look up there, use code NFL40 for 40% off your first payment and a free week just in time for football season right here at Nuke the House. Go to nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan. We won't charge you at the end of that plan unless you want to be charged. Well, that was for the free week, but 40% off, one free week, code NFL40. Come join the winners. Man, you know, I was a little worried when ESPN got NFL Red Zone, and it took them, what, couple of weeks to figure out that they're going to run advertisements during this thing. So the whole reason why people sat home, watch Red Zone, they just sit there and there was no commercials and then catch all the big plays. And ESPN's deciding to run ads. And I can't wait for the day when my kids like football finally. And they asked me one day, what was NFL Red Zone like without ads? I mean, it's amazing. Just ESPN manages to fuck the fans over and everything. And here we go again.
Yep.
It's not the end of the world, but it's a pretty big nuisance.
Yeah, it's corporate America for you. I mean, they got to get ads on everything, ESPN, and we can just blame Disney overall because Disney's the one doing it all. So it's really Disney in the end, but I mean, just ads everywhere. Like, and then you know what they'll do in a year or so. They'll be like, hey, we charge up teen amount for Red Zone. Give us an extra $20 a month. You can take the commercials away.
100%. That's just going to happen.
Yep.
That's just going to happen. And then they'll
and then in 10 years from now, Holden, somebody will come around and go, why don't we put all these channels on one platform and just have people pay for this thing? And we'll call it cable.
That would be so awesome. It would be so awesome if we can go, streaming, it's going to save us money. Dude, I don't even know how much I'm paying. Between Netflix, we have to stream. Now, we're live bettors over here. This is why I got an antenna for the local games, Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night games too. Because we got to stream these now. We're not even like bang, 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 bang. And speaking of streams, there's another thing that happened. So Keg got me on preseason football. What is the site that I was using that just got shut down?
Stream East.
Stream East. Dunsky. Breaking news. I think it was in Egypt. I thank you to my guy in Egypt that was doing this. I appreciate it. It's unfortunate you got shut down. Do a Stream West. But that's it. That's over. Like, you can no longer illegally stream on that platform. You're going to have to find something else.
We'll see. We'll see if somebody picks it back up. Supposedly they had some shell company that, again, we're right back to ads. Ooh. Some shell company was funneling money. They put about $6 million in from ad revenue on Stream East. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. There will be another site that opens up. Pretty sure it wasn't just those two guys doing it.
I was thinking about moving to the Maldives. I don't think they're going to do anything to me there if I just stream every single game, make a little bit of money that way. But Tyler, let's get into this, buddy. We got a lot of bets to get to. And FanDuel, when I looked, took this prop down, but you brought it up. And you and I are both Matthew Golden guys. This kid is going to start at wide receiver for the Packers week 1. I think everybody's saying, Buka's better, Ted McMillan's better. Maybe. But I think Golden's got a chance to do this, and he's got a chance to have a big, big year. Now, you're going to have to convince me about this bet, but let me read it off because you sent it to me. Matthew Golden, over 48.5 yards, minus 10. Matthew Golden, 60-plus yards, 142. Plus 210 on 70 yards. 80 yards, 3-1. 90 yards, plus 430. 100 yards, plus 630. I mean, are we laddering Matthew Golden in week 1, Tyler?
I think we should. I mean, I think this is probably the best prices we're going to get on it, Holden. Jaden Reed dealing with a fracture in his foot. He hasn't practiced yet in multiple weeks. He didn't practice today. The report just came out. So is he going to practice for 2 days and go out there injured and take all this workload? I doubt it. Romeo Dubes is also banged up. He'll probably play. He's not much of a target hog either. He probably gets, 4 to 5 targets mainly. Christian Watson isn't going to play in this game. Wicks isn't much of a threat. He can get open, but he can't catch the ball. That leaves Josh Jacobs to run the ball against a Detroit defense that was great against the run last year. So they're going to have to throw it to the likes of Matthew Golden and Tucker Kraft. I just think this number's wrong. He is listed as their wide receiver 1. He has been the most healthy wide receiver they've had in camp all offseason. He's worked with Jordan Love. They were able to put up yards on this Detroit defense last year through the air in both matchups. I think it's Matthew Golden right off the bat. We've seen rookies before, maybe not last year, maybe not the year before, but like when Odell and them guys came in, they hit the ground running. Matthew Golden could easily hit the ground running here too. He's a deep threat too. At 48.5, he can catch one pass for 35 yards, and you're right there on the prop. If he catches 2 deep balls, you're really in the game. So I think it's a good shot. I'm on Matthew Golden all the way up to 100.
You're just straight up laddering it to 100. That is, woo, that's ballsy in week 1. By the way, he's going to have a nickname here, just like my guy Gilbert Arenas back in the day in Washington, D.C. with the Wizards. Golden is wearing the number 0. He is Agent 0. That is what they're calling him. Agent 0. I had a buddy ask me if 0 was a number. Of course it's a freaking number. Yes, it's a number. You got to go through 0 to get to the negatives and the positives. Throw a couple things here in the chat. Dak garbage time yards over 250, Lamb 70 plus, Pickens 50 plus at plus 270. My man Matty with that. We've got Barkley under for the season from Amazing Rob. I mean, there's 2 things going on with Barkley. A, you touch the ball 300 times in a season, your body just ain't going to be the same. He's had injuries in the past. Second of all, are they really going to ride this guy with 300 touches in a regular season again? I don't see it.
I doubt it.
I just don't see it. Was Love hurt all off season? I don't think he was hurt all off season. No. Good luck throwing on Reed and Terry and Arnold, says Jared. Also, Lions will be able to run at will, killing the clock. Okay, well, we'll see if Tyler's right. We're tracking these.
Let's not forget this game's outdoors, so the Lions aren't the same team outdoors. Missing Ben Johnson, missing Aaron Glenn, missing Frank Ragnow. So
I got to add to this list, though, because I didn't put here. Here's our bets that we're going to talk about today. Dowdle, Kyler, McCaffrey, bets we've already made. I did put Matthew Golden ladder. So there you go. We just got to put the numbers here. So 48.5, 60, 70, 80, 100. That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. Numero dos, amigo. Let's get to your next play for week number 1 in the National Football League. That's you, buddy. That's a cue to say. You say your next best.
I thought you were going to read it off for me.
No, I'm not going to read it off. No, I have the list, but I'm just going to let you go where you want to go.
I got you. Well, we'll go to. I'm sorry about that, but we'll go We'll go to the Chris Rodriguez touchdown, and we're getting a nice number on that. Let me get you exact odds on that. See if it moved at all. I believe it's right around plus 250. Yeah, we're getting plus 250 on FanDuel on Chris Rodriguez. He's already lined up to get the goal line carries for Washington. They're playing a Giants team who they should be able to put up points against. I don't think Eckler's going to factor much into the run game. Maybe Debo steals a couple carries and Jaden takes a couple, but he's going to get some goal line shots. Again, on a good offense, I like that shot at plus 250 on Chris Rodriguez.
I would have thought it was a little heavier juice, but I guess they're onto it. You know, he's going to get the touches down by the goal line. Yep. And everybody is saying Bill Krosky Merritt's going to be the lead back. I mean, just wait. Sit back and wait because it ain't going to happen.
Well, they put up your depth chart. He was listed 4th.
Yeah. I'll read your next bet. Love this bet. Tailed it already. JT. Now, hopefully that's Jonathan Taylor because that's who I bet over 78.5 rushing yards. Okay. I found a pretty good number on that. I actually, you know what? 77.5 minus 15 at Rivers. So you can get a 77.5 on Jonathan Taylor minus 15 at Bet Rivers. Daniel Jones, he's going to be handing the ball off a lot. You know, this Indy team's going to have to hope their defense wins then some games. I love this Jonathan Taylor call, and I think he might be the most underrated starting running back in the league.
No, totally agree with you. I think he might even be top 3 talent wise when it comes to these running backs. You have Saquon, you have Derrick Henry, and that third spot can go to a lot of guys. Some people are going to plug Jonathan Taylor into that spot. So, and a report came out from Shane Steichen. He said this offense goes and this team goes as Jonathan Taylor goes. So they are going to run him this game a lot. They're going to run him all year. Miami's front 7 is a little better than their backside of the defense, but we have Daniel Jones under center. Yes, he could throw the ball downfield to the likes of Pittman and Josh Downs and even the new rookie tight end and Tyler Warren. But what happens once they get into the goal line area and this field shortens? They're going to want to go to their star in Jonathan Taylor. So their offensive line's still pretty good. I think he can work his way up and down the field and even find the end zone multiple times in this game. So 78.5, if he breaks through that first level of the defense, I don't think these second level guys are going to be able to stop him. So he might even break one for 70 yards and a touchdown right off the bat, Holden.
We're going to get to a rookie wide receiver here in a second. And I'm just wondering what it is about rookies, if you've unearthed something about rookies in week 1. But Jeff Matthews, Ollie Gordon, he's now the backup for Devon Achane in Miami. A Gordon anytime touchdown. So that means he's going to have to get the goal line carries. And then Genty to get 16 receiving yards minus 10. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind the Ollie Gordon shot.
I wish it was like a 4-to-1 price though, because we know he's going to get some touches, but how much work are they going to give Achane? First of all, Achane was banged up during camp and really the preseason. And then this kid Gordon comes out and just goes bananas, right?
Yep.
So I don't know how to project Gordon this week, to be perfectly honest with you.
It's very tough.
I can see.
And it's one of those things that you could project him for a little bit. Achane goes out there, the calf doesn't feel right, and he's on the bench. And now Ollie Gordon gets all the work because Jalen Wright's already hurt. So
yeah,
it's tough to project with Ollie Gordon right now.
Yeah, I love what McDaniel said, though. He's like, he could get all the carries. He could get none of the carries.
Yeah.
He can get some work. He could get no work. Who knows? It could be game script dependent how much he touches the ball, but Gordon's a guy I want to see do it before we actually do it. Then Jared Go. What up, Jared? Goff, 23-32, 336, 3 TDs, no picks, outdoors at Soldier Field on December 22nd. What are they just saying? He can't play outdoors because he's not in the dome?
I mean, we can probably pick out 1 or 2 games here and there that he's all right in. And I don't think the Packers play at Soldier Field, do they?
No.
Exactly.
No. Code NFL 40. Go to nukethehouse.com/pricing. Sign up for a plan. We're going to give you a free week and we're going to give you 40% off your first payment. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We're live streaming just about every single NFL game. Keg, I want Keg getting some sleep so he wins money. You got to have sleep. Can't have deprivation. He's like, I'm not doing these London games at freaking 2 a.m. I said, I don't blame you. So those are the games. Maybe I'll come on and screw around for a little bit. We'll try and win some money, but that's it. Besides for that, Sunday slate, Sunday night football. I'll be on with Keg every Sunday night, Thursday night, and Monday night, except this will be the first opening game of the NFL season I will not be available for. So, but we will be live Thursday and Friday night games, Eagles, Cowboys, and of course the Chiefs and the Chargers. Okay. So NFL 40, the code, 40% off, lock it in because the price is going to go up to $99.99 at the end of September. Get in there right now. Okay. Rookie wide receiver. This is the second rookie wide receiver you're on now. What's going on with these rookies? Why are you targeting them? I'm a huge Tet McMillan guy. You and I talked about this during the whole offseason. Kid is a stud. 65.5 minus 13 at DraftKings. Why Tet over?
I mean, he's going to be wide receiver 1 for Carolina. He's going to have all the plays drawn up for him. Jacksonville's secondary was one of the worst last year. Yeah, they add Travis Hunter to it, but they also add him to the wide receiver room. Does he cover Tet on the other side? They have a little rivalry going. They've been going at it since high school. They both played the same conference in college, so they matched up there. It's just a nice little rivalry going with those guys. But at 64.5, their plays are going to be drawn up for him. He's going to get some of these plays, too, where you see Bryce Young snap the ball, lob it up right as he gets the ball, and Tet just gets to run it down in 1v1 coverage. And that's going to be where he makes his bread and butter because he's just such a big dude, can jump up, catch those balls, and come down with them. So 65.5 on what I think was the best wide receiver coming out this past year, I think is a gift. So I'll take the over 65.5 on him. And I think he even finds the end zone here.
Woo! So why don't you just throw Tet and Golden in at 100+ yards? See what you get there.
I mean, while we're on him, his name isn't on our list to be talked about, but I was scrolling Bet365 before the show. He's either going to be on the field or this is just going to be a waste of money. But Houston's wide receiver room, it's Nico Collins, it's the ghost of Christian Kirk, and it's rookie Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. Jaden Higgins at 60 yards is 12-1 on Bet365.
I wish I could bet more than $3.65.
I will gladly play that. And if he stands on the sideline the entire game, so be it. But they didn't sign him to a fully guaranteed contract as a second-round pick to not be a part of the offense.
I'm trying to find this Golden thing now. Now I'm all excited. I'm all full of Fanta. Here we go. See if we can find a little Matthew Golden 100 yards here. All right, Matthew Golden, 100. Oh, it's even better at DraftKings. It's plus 710.
There we go.
Higgins ain't going for 100 yards, so come on.
Higgins 100 might be like 50-1 alone.
So what about Tet? What's the ceiling for Tet?
Oh, he can get 100 against a bad Jacksonville defense.
All right, if you really want to get crazy, really, really, really want to get crazy, you could do that. That might, I know the price is going to be right, and I'm just trying to.
I mean, the rookie's got to burst on the scene, Holden.
Like, do you remember rookies just going ape shit in the first week of the season, though?
It's happened before, yeah.
It has happened before. I'm just trying to think, like, now we're banking on two guys to do this. All right, Tet McMillan to get 100 is only plus 313. If you want to go Tet 100, Golden 100, plus 32.45.
It's not bad.
How much is this no sweat bet from DraftKings? I don't think I'm going to use it on this, but $20. I don't know.
That'd be my guess. DraftKings is a good $10 one. They always like to do that.
That's a deep dive, bro. That is a deep, deep dive. All right, my turn. Do you have any more you want to share? Because I'm going to give you mine.
No, you can fire off right now. Go ahead.
So what did I do well last year? Not a lot.
Interception props.
Huh?
The interception props is what you crushed.
Did pretty damn good on the interception props. Preseason football and interceptions. The only two things I could do. So let's get into these interceptions here. If you're betting one guy to throw an interception, it's better off just to bet in game. Just bet it in game. Like Dak Prescott, I will bet his interception in game. If he doesn't throw an interception in the first quarter, we'll get plus money on it. I think it's minus 45 right now. But I did want to get a parlay in with Dak Prescott because I think this Eagles pass rush forces him into some picks, maybe even 2 picks. So when we're trying to figure out interceptions, what's the quarterback interception rate? It's, Dak is not bad. What's the pressure rate of the defense? How's their secondary looking? What's the game script? If you think Philly is just going to run out and Dallas has to throw the ball, well, all of a sudden Dak's there. I think Dak is a nice anchor to this parlay. If he doesn't hit, I will still be going back in on the other 2 quarterbacks I'm about to list, and then we'll get plus money on that. Let's start with Joe Flacco. Come on, man. I love Joe Flacco. I love Njoku because he loves Flacco, and those guys are going to have a great season. But Joe Flacco throws a lot of interceptions. And for this offense, the Browns offense, to keep, first of all, with a very questionable running game, to keep up with the Bengals and Joe Burrow, no. Give me a Flacco interception. And then the last, who's the worst starting quarterback in the league? Who do you think it is? Go off the top of your head.
The worst starting quarterback. I have my quarterback rankings sitting right here.
Okay, who's 32?
The worst has got to be Rattler.
Bang! I don't even think it takes that much thought. Now, I did do the numbers, and this guy's a disaster. And they're probably not going to want to throw, but they're going to have to throw at some point in time. Cardinals aren't gangbusters. They're on the road. But Spencer Rattler's the worst quarterback in the league. So if you throw together a Dak, Rattler, Flacco, 3-way parlay for an interception, half a unit plus 285. Plus 285. Now, if you really want to get crazy, you can do this. And this is not going to include Dak. This is a plus 1361 parlay boosted to plus 1633. We're going to go Rattler and Flacco with an interception. We're going to go Daniel Jones with an interception. Geno Smith, who just cashed for us last year, time and time again. Geno Smith. What do you think about Cam Ward in week 1 there?
Against the best defense in the league, that's going to be a tough one in Denver.
PS2, going to give me a pick unless they shut that down, and then Riley Moss is going to get it. So It's a deep dive. This is a quarter unit bet, just sprinkling on it. But Rattler, Flacco, Daniel Jones, Cam Ward, Geno Smith.
Plus, can I interest you in one guy at plus money alone? We don't got to put him in a parlay, but he'd just be bet outright at plus money pregame.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
To throw a pick?
He threw a lot last year, Holden. This isn't the same Aaron Rodgers that just kind of throws the ball away.
Yeah, I just don't know how much they're going to freaking throw.
I mean, I don't think they're really going to be able to run.
No?
No. That game's going to be ugly.
So you're going to go with little Aaron Rodgers action?
I think he could throw a pick. I mean, it's old Aaron Rodgers. He has one weapon. He could definitely take a shot to a Roman Wilson or a Calvin Austin, and Sauce Gardner, one of these guys, takes it from him.
Okay. Better served to play Hurts, no pick. He threw 1 in the last 3 months. Okay. That's not a bad look, Matt. I'm not going to do it, but it's not a bad thing. NTA, Nuke the House and Flacco ladders are a thing. Yeah, we'll probably be laddering them too. At some point in time this year, maybe this year. It's a great matchup. We bet a little different here at Nuke the House, though. You know, we're not betting minus 110s constantly. We're not betting minus 175s. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you have to have amazing value to bet a 175 here. A lot of ladders, a lot of live game player props, a lot of live games, sides and totals and stuff like that.
I mean, and just to touch on his little Flacco ladder thing, I mean, just it might be week 1. The Bengals go up 20 points, and now Cleveland's just throwing the ball. He's lined at 235. 275 is plus 220. 300 is plus 370. 325 is plus 640. If you're betting that live, those numbers are just going to increase as the game time starts to come off. And he's going to have to throw the ball more the moment they go down. So it might be week 1 we're doing Flacco ladders.
Think the Flacco throws more than 1 touchdown?
Against this defense, it's very possible.
Plus 112 at FanDuel.
It's very possible.
2 touchdowns. I mean, that might be a thing too. Burrow's got to be, let's see where Burrow is. Yeah, he's 2.5 at plus 168. The Browns still have a defense,
and this defense has always given Cincinnati problems.
We're talking about the best passer in the league. And I know that Foxy, one of our guys here, got me on Burrow over touchdown passes. I mean, it was up to like 3.5 for a couple of games, but 2.5 at plus 160, plus 170 at Bet River Sugar House. All right, we'll keep it in the back pocket. Let's go look at some of the bets that we already made this offseason. Tyler and I did quite a few shows this offseason, so I also threw some of our guy Matty's bets in here. He had Rico Dowdle over 23.5 rush yards, minus 121 at Rivers. Kyler Murray was a Tyler play over 23.5 rush yards. Christian McCaffrey, this is a premium play from our guy Keg, who never bets minus money bets. But again, he says, if there's value in a 143, a minus 143, I'm going to do it. I mean, we're used to seeing McCaffrey at minus 180 to score a touchdown. He's at minus 143 at Bet Rivers. I think you got to take it. Pacheco, was this your play? I think so. 47.5 rush yards. I absolutely love this Pacheco play. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, I just think the Chargers gave up 4.6 yards per carry last year.
Mm-hmm.
Teams were able to run on them. They lose Poona Ford to the Rams. Joey Bosa goes to the Bills. They didn't do much to replace that. And if you look at their defense on paper, it might be bottom 5, Holden. Like, their best players on defense are Denzel Perryman, old, washed, Khalil Mack, old, washed, and Derwin James. Literally the only guy they have. So I'm just not sure that they're going to be able to slow down this Kansas City team. Maybe a Kansas City showcase game for the Brazil fans. I like the over 47.5. And when you look at their anytime touchdown lines, he's lined at plus 210. Kareem Hunt's lined at plus 340. I think one of the running backs is getting in. You bet them both.
Yep. I like it. That's why I put it on there. And that was a play that you had, and I absolutely tailed. We got Baker Mayfield over 11.5 rush yards. I gave this out. I got projections out there. This dude, and I don't think you can get an 11.5 anymore. Let me just check because I don't want to give a number that is gone. But as far as Baker Mayfield goes, every game, every single game, he's still at 12.5. 12.5 minus 150. That might be a little much. 13.5 minus 105 at 365. I think you can go up to that. But the thing that I did was over 8.5 for his longest rush, too. Go look at his game log. This guy ran for 10 or more yards on one run. I believe it was 13 out of 17 games last year.
Yes.
Nobody thinks about Baker Mayfield as mobile. Baker Mayfield is mobile. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he knows how to run. It's kind of like a baseball thing where there's good base runners and then there's guys that steal bases. The good base runners are the guys that can steal the bases and nobody talks about them. That is Baker Mayfield.
Yep. And he's not scared to run on these 3rd and longs to get that first down. So he will force and maybe get that longest rush trying to reach for that first down.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, 11.5 is dead. I would go with the longest rush. I believe it's over 8.5. Yeah. So that's my favorite bet of the week. You got the interception parlays, the 2 that I gave out. You got Matthew Golden in the ladder, Jonathan Taylor, Chris Rodriguez, and Tet McMillan. And that's what we got this week. We'll be tracking all these plays.
It's going to be a fun one.
It's always good to hang out with Tyler. Tyler loves the NFL. I've known Tyler, 5 years now? So I know
longer than that, Holden.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while. So, again, one more time. NFL 40.
Yeah, trade up there.
NFL 40, 40% off. 40% off all packages. Weekly, monthly, annually. Code NFL40. NFL40. Go to nukethehouse.com/pricing. Sign up for a plan. You get a free week, 40% off, and look down here. Plus 128.31 units. I'll be happy if we're up 28.31 units at the end of the season.
I'll take 28. We get to 128. I'll be very happy.
128, and then we're gonna. I mean, at some point in time, we might have to pay you the big bucks. I mean, if we're up 120, if we're up 128 units, forget about it. Forget about it. Amazing Rob, Eagles defensive TD. Not a bad move. Not bad luck. Not bad luck. I don't mind that at all. No odds on Thornton anywhere. What do we want Thornton?
Probably for Seattle. He's going to bring wide receiver 3.
He's not talking about Torrey Horton?
Oh, no. I think he's talking about Dante Thornton.
Yeah.
Dante Thornton.
Yeah. There's really not a talk about him. Not a lot of talk about him. All right. The favorite bet this week. Your favorite bet this week.
My favorite bet this week? I'm going to roll with that Tet McMillan. I think he bounces back and has a big game. I think everyone talks about Travis Hunter not getting tired. I think it's going to be that wake-up call to the NFL right off the bat. You ain't playing both sides of the ball. You got to decide, buddy.
All right, we had a little juice movement on this, but I still like it. Baker Mayfield, over 8.5 yards, longest rush, minus 20. I mean, the 11.5 is dead.
Love it.
12.5 is too juiced. If you want to get in live and bet it that way, fine. If you guys have never bet live NFL, you're missing out. Because we got the best live bettor in the business. He don't like me to say that, but Keg's the best. And it is an absolute rush. You're watching all these games. You're trying to pick, all right, this one. We're laddering. We're winning money. Now, we're a little different here. Like I said before, you're only going to win about 30, 35% of your bets. So if you can't handle losing more bets than you're winning, just remember that very few people are as profitable as our guy Keg. Okay, so it's just a different way of betting. You can bet minus 120s all you want. You don't lose in the long run. That's how the books make their money. You're paying too much vig. I think his average bet last year was over 3-1. So it's a different way of betting. You really got to stick with it. You can watch the live shows, or you sign up. We send the plays. When Keg puts them in, they come right to your phone. So you don't got to watch these shows. You don't got to look at my ugly mug. Handsome Tyler over there. You ain't got to look at us. Definitely don't got to look at Keg. Right to your phone. Nukethehouse.com/pricing. NFL 40 is the code. My friend, I'll catch you next week, huh? Look at this minus 120. What is that?
I'll catch you when we get done counting all that money from this week, Holden.
Oh boy, it would be nice to get off on the good foot. Just last year, me and Keg did our show on Thursday Night Football, went 8-0. 8-0. Pretty good week.
I'll be getting a message on Sunday when Matthew Golden's flying up and down the field.
Hey, stop by the live show, buddy. Stop by.
I'll be there Sunday. I'm off.
Yeah, come stop by. For Tyler, I'm Holden. Let's go nuke these bets.